Hello everyone, Josh first, back again bringing you some more Elune news, and as I promised in my last update video, I was going to be having something even better for you guys before the weekend was over, and here the news is. So, we have the 9/20 weekly news update. Greeting Elunes, we are here with new weekly Elune news. Currently, the dev studio has been very busy preparing for the big update, scheduled for the end of the month, which is coming up very soon, guys. This upcoming big update will be split up and patched into two parts. Starting next week, the patch details will be introduced in detail through the Elune news video. Stay tuned. Now let's go over the weekly Elune news. The new Astoria legendary support hero Karu was released. Karu was released first out of a series of 3 new legendaries, with Trent Healer released on 9/29 and Rachel Tank on 10/7. Starting from this event banner, featured Elunes that are part of a series will be sharing the same mileage points during when the featured summon banner is live. So we already knew all of that. In addition, mileage points that weren't used during the series event summons will be converted to Elunes Light after the event summon banner is gone. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully a lot of you guys make good use of that 9,000 pity. If you don't feel that you can't reach the 9,000 pity, I would recommend not trying to do so, because then you will just be wasting it. But at least if you still have the urge to summon for the new heroes, which I'm sure the temptation is there, you'll still get Elune Lights, which is very, very nice. So at least you're going to be getting something out of it no matter what, which is really good to hear. Also, how are we, I can't talk this morning. Also, how are you doing in the current fall event? It will be running until next Monday, so you will have time to collect those rewards if you haven't got yet. Don't forget to spin the roulette every day, which I'm sure a lot of you are. Good stuff on that. You can access the roulette, so it's basically just showing you where to get that from, which I think a majority of you by now should know. But for the new players who are just seeing this news for the first time, maybe they didn't know, now you know. Alright, now let's now go over the news and issues for this week. Most players gave suggestions to be able to craft lower grade combat potions. This was most likely due to the fact that the Moonlight Fragment materials are very limited. The dev studio is working on a new type of combat potion system. A patch will be implemented before this new system arrives in order to increase the drop rates of Moonlight Fragments for the time being. This patch will take some more time to implement, but we'll do our best to have this patch ready within this week. So that's very cool for a lot of people out there who love to use potions. They're going to make it a little bit easier to craft them. And then they will be looking into changing the whole system later on. So that's pretty cool stuff there. Now let's go over the roadmaps for the second half of 2019 and Season 2 that were mentioned in the Elune news. First, we'll be talking about the plans for the second half of 2019. Currently, Elune is having one main build update per month. That means that we'll probably get like version 2.3 for 1 month, 2.4 for another month, etc., etc. That might be the way they're doing it, and then they'll have the little patches like every 1 or 2 weeks in between, like a 2.3, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, you know, etc., etc. A lot of stuff like that. Firstly, we'll be talking about the plans for the second half of 2019. Currently, Elune is having one of the main builds per month. There may be users who have concerns with this plan. Questions such as, isn't it too slow for updates? We want to clarify that this build update is referring to the updates that become available in the markets. There will still be patches aside from these builds. So basically what I just said. 2019 September and October update roadmap. You've probably already seen some details for the second portion of September update from the posted notes. Go to 2.2 update sneak peek, which we've already talked about here on the video, or I'm sorry, on the channel. I also have a video up for that as well. You can even look at it in the actual app already. Just go to the news. It's already there, so you guys can check it out. The main points that were mentioned were improving and balancing existing content, new dimensional slate system, new lighter set, and the new die system. We already showcased the die system twice here on the channel, so you guys have already probably been well aware of that. Information on the topics mentioned above will be covered more in detail next week through notices and Elune news. With this update, we hope to increase the enjoyment by improving the existing contents, by expanding the growth system, and by adding more Elune variations through the new die system. And I'm still a big fan of the die system, because being able to make my heroes look different from everybody else's is awesome. Just a lot of diversity and uniqueness within the community is a really good way to really show that you're different from all other games. So it's definitely a selling point in my opinion, and it might bring a lot of new fans to the game, because they're gonna be like, wow, you can make your heroes different colors and their clothes different colors from everyone else. Like, that is pretty dope. We're also planning on improving Dimensional Rift, Adventure, and Air Battle that we missed out in October. Dimensional Rift update plans. We are considering two... Jeez, I can't talk today, guys. There's a lot to read here to do, so I do apologize, and it is early. We are considering 2 directions for Dimensional Rift so that the main focus of the content will become how players clear it. We are either thinking of expanding the content beyond Wave 12 or creating completely new stages with different difficulties. Interesting. Adventure update plans. We are reviewing creating new stages with new difficulty and expanding NPC quest level. I think it depends what they would consider Weiwei. If they don't consider Weiwei as something that you should take months to get the +5, if they don't like value her that high to where they really want you to drag that content out, they could theoretically put a quest on every single stage of a map on all 7 maps. So you could potentially do, what, was it 77? Because I think there's 11 on each map, so about 77 quests every 8 hours. You could do that. It would encourage people to spend more stamina and buy more stamina, so it might be a win-win, both helping the players get their Weiweis done quicker, clearing out their affinities quicker, and players spending more money on more stamina. So it might be a win-win for both the player and the company in that stance. I don't know. I'll have to see what they want to do with that, but that could be one idea going forward. Alliance Battle and Alliance Boss. We are currently reviewing community feedback for Alliance Battle and Alliance Boss. I feel that we definitely need some improvements for Alliance Battle, because honestly, nobody's talking about it. It was kind of like a big thing that was hyped up, and then just nothing happened with it. It's there, and no one ever mentions it or talks about it or references it. Nobody really asks too many questions about it. It's kind of like it's a piece of content that nobody's really interested in. I don't feel anybody's really too interested in Alliance anything, unfortunately. And I've seen a lot of people that are inactive in their Alliance boss fights. They're inactive in their Alliance battles. Maybe it's the rewards are too lackluster, so they're uninterested. I have no idea, but I've definitely seen a big lack of interest with anything to do with Alliance at all. So definitely might need to make some big improvements on that, perhaps going forward. We'll have to see. New contents. Second, we'll be adding new content in Mobius Dungeon and Air Battle Practice. Air Battle Practice sounds pretty amazing. I feel like if that's like a test dummy thing that's more advanced than the one we already have, that would be pretty awesome. Like, we could play our friends or test that against certain teams. We'll have to see what that's going to be about. Whew, alright. Mobius Dungeon. Mobius Dungeon will be an endgame dungeon of highest difficulty. Oh boy, even higher than 10, 11, and 12. Here we go, boys. Player will be able to use different materials to combine and create their own dungeons. That is interesting. Depending on the materials, different kinds of dungeons will be created. Now, that I'm intrigued. So we can have like our own player-based experience, like an individual experience on the Mobius Dungeons. That sounds very interesting. I'm really wanting to see where that's going to go. In order to provide an environment for players to test our various teams, we'll be adding practice air battle. Like, oh man, pretty hyped for that, guys. Pretty hyped for that. Collaboration. Third, as many Elunes have been anticipating, we'll be starting a collaboration. We will release the details of which game we are collaborating with in the near future. Well, they've already confirmed it's going to be a game. Now, that does not mean that it still cannot be an anime, because it could be a game based off of an anime that we're collabing with. My safe bet would be it could be Air of Light or Summoner's War. And the reason why I say that is Summoner's War is still one of the biggest gachas on the planet, right along next to, I would say, Dokkan Battle from Bandai. And Come To Us is a sister company of Gameville, and they have done collaborations in Air of Light, I believe, with Summoner's War as well in the past. So they might do a Summoner's War collaboration, and it's not all that bad. As much as my personal anime fandom would love to be, having like a Fairy Tale collab or a Seven Deadly Sins collab or something like that, or even a Fate Grand Order collab, those would all be great collabs. It still would not be a bad thing to collab with another big company that is a part of their brand, which is Summoner's War, because, like I said, it is one of the biggest and most successful gachas on the planet. So collabing with that is not really a bad thing at all. So it could be Summoner's War. It could be an anime-based gacha game, like I just mentioned. Who knows? But my safe bet is going to be Summoner's War. That's the one I'm going to throw into the hat there. It's not the one that I personally would want, but it's a safe bet for me. And I think a lot of people would agree. But we'll see. But what do you guys think it's going to be? Let me know in the comment section below. Very curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on that. Whew, let's keep going. 2019 November and December update plan. Since these two updates are still in development polishing process, they are subject to schedule change. Therefore, we decided to combine the details of update plan on November and December. New content, real-time friendly PvP, boss battle, new boss, real-time raid content. Oh my, nani? Alright, so real-time PvP, I know a lot of people are excited for that because, you know, real-time PvP is pretty awesome. It's more engaging PvP. It's more thought processing. You got to sit there and be strategic because you're no longer playing an AI. The AI is now being controlled by another real-life player thinking like you are. Maybe not thinking the same way, but thinking as a player who wants to win and is strategizing. It's a chess match, and that is exciting. Boss battle, new bosses, that sounds pretty awesome. But what really caught my attention was real-time raid content. That is very intriguing to me. I am a huge, if you have not known yet, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know this. I am a big, and I mean big, co-op player. I want co-op. I want real-time raid content. I want to be able to jump in with friends of the community, of both Elune and myself, jump in there with the subscribers during live streams. I need streamable content. And when I see things like real-time raid content, real-time PvP, just, you're catching my attention, you're piquing my interest, and I want to see more, and I want to hear more. I am like watering at the mouth, chomping at the bit, excited for stuff like that. That's the stuff that I want to hear in a gacha game, or really any game in general, because those are things that really jump out at me and make me want to say, you know what, I need to go play Elune because it has this, this, and this. Your game doesn't, so you must play Elune, right? New boss battle. I'm sorry, let's do the real-time battle first. Friendly battle will be a real-time battle instead of AI battle, and we want to make sure players can invite their friends. What? Okay. So I can be like, yo, Fort Misery Gaming, yo, K Gaming, yo, Tectone, Tasha, Ray. Who else do we have in the community right now? Mango 7. Like, hey guys, let's go play some real-time PvP on stream. Our subscribers can watch YouTuber versus YouTuber. We can have YouTuber versus YouTuber battles. Even if I lose every battle, it's good content for you guys, the viewers, to see some of your favorite YouTubers pit against each other in a battle of might. Just for the pure entertainment. That right there is how you put a game on the map. You set it up to where communities can collide live and make for very exciting and juicy content that a lot of you have been wanting to see. And we can provide that now. We can do YouTube collabs now, man. Let's go. New boss battle. We are planning on adding new boss to boss battle, completely new boss with its own unique mechanics. That's also pretty interesting. Sorry guys, I'm sick and under the weather, so it's hard to talk a little bit here. Yeah, weather. I don't know what that word. Yeah, I'm weather, guys. I meant weather. All right, real-time raid. Real-time raid will be a 3-player co-op content where players will cooperate in a party to clear a raid. That again, real-time raids with real-time co-op. That is exciting. And the reason why I specify real-time co-op is there are games out there that do fake co-op, where you can just grab your friends and throw them in the battle with you, but your friends aren't actually controlling those characters. This would be a case where you're actually playing with 2 other real-life players to clear raids. So that's exciting. Hopefully they don't put that behind too big of a lock. I'd like to be able to do a lot of co-op and expand that co-op to other content as well, not just real-time raids. I would love to be able to go into adventure. I'd love to have team co-op PvP. I would love to have like some massive guild wars with other, guild mates that is live co-op as well. Like a lot of different things we could do, which would be really cool. Like the Alliance boss, for example, you can actually make that co-op for you and some of your other guild mates. You can make the Alliance boss like that instead of just us going in one at a time beating on it. That would also be pretty cool. So some suggestions there to Elune and Gameville in the CMs. I know I've mentioned some of these things before, but I just want to reiterate. Plans for Season 2 update on January 2020. We are getting there close, guys. 2020 is on its way. Since Season 2 update is extremely huge update, we have been preparing the update since August. New dimensions. Perarius dimension, amusement park theme. That's interesting. We're gonna fight some clown bosses. Oh, here we go, guys. It's gonna be the It crossover. No, all right, that's going too far. That would be pretty cool though. Maybe we can have our own Pennywise. They can make our. Oh, bro, that's what they should do. Elune and Gameville. If you guys are watching this video, I'm gonna let the CMs know about this too. I'm gonna just point this part out. We need to get a Pennywise type of boss. It's like a demon clown. We need to make it happen. Okay? We need to make it happen. It don't got to be called Pennywise, but we need to know that the passion and the inspiration was there with the design. That would be awesome. And then we got the Ravies dimension, volcanic region. That's pretty cool. The Pledis dimension, underwater city. Oh, that means we need to get somebody that's kind of like Poseidon. Poseidon type of like god or something as the boss. That'd be pretty cool. It has like a trident. That would be pretty awesome. The volcanic region. I'm trying to think what we could use for a boss. I guess like some dude, big magma dude, like some guy that's made of nothing but volcanic lava, magma, whatever. Just has it just melting off of his body. That'd be pretty cool. Some kind of fire demon or something. I don't know. The 3 dimensions stating above will be open to continue the main story after Dark Star scenario. So we're basically been going up to chapter 8, 9, and 10. Very, very cool. Real-time world arena. The real-time world arena will allow Elunes from all servers, Taiwan, Korea, and global, to compete against each other in real-time PvP, and that's also pretty awesome. And then we have the Awaken system. We're preparing Elune Awaken system. Elune Awaken system will change not only the appearance but also skills of Elune. So we're gonna have to see what the Awaken system is going to entail, what kind of requirements it's going to take, what kind of grind perhaps. We'll have to see, but that is interesting. So it changes not only the appearance, but the skills as well. Interesting. Alright. And then we are releasing Rachel's skill video since many Elunes are curious about the first female tank Elune. So we're going to go ahead and watch that real quick. You guys can see it here. And again, I'll have this linked in the description below for you guys, so don't worry. It might already be in the app. I've not loaded up Elune yet today. I just got on here a little while ago. But you can see there that she's got like this big bow. It's pretty cool looking too. She reminds me of Lyra from Grand Chase. Just to throw, I don't want to throw too many other companies' games references into the news, but sometimes when I see things that are referenced from other things, perhaps, or they look similar, I gotta mention it because it's just in my nature. So very cool. If you guys ever played Grand Chase and you know about Lyra, she looks like Lyra, and I actually don't mind at all because Lyra was one of my favorite characters for the longest time in Grand Chase, so I don't mind that at all. And it looks like she's gonna be a battle tank, which is even more interesting. And she looks gorgeous, the beautiful design. I'm sure a lot of people are going to love that. We will try to release Trent's skill video first next week, so look forward to that next week, guys. We hope that players will love our new series of Astoria, Elunes, Karu, Trent, and Rachel. Here is the concept art work for New Dimension of Season 2. Pleiades, it's either Pleiades or Pleiades, will feature Underwater City. And the Underwater City just looks absolutely amazing. We don't see the boss here, but I'm hoping that it's like some kind of Poseidon type of god. Something with a trident or some kind of half fish type of dude. Half sea serpent. Maybe it's going to be a big sea serpent. Maybe a Leviathan. Who knows? They could do a lot of things with underwater. Underwater, you could do a lot of cool stuff with bosses. You could have a big shark, like a megalodon type of creature. You could have a Poseidon type of god with a trident. You could have a Leviathan. You could have some other type of sea serpent. There's a lot of things that you could do, and I'm pretty excited to see what the boss is going to look like. Thank you, and please stay tuned for future events. So that is going to finally be it, guys. That was a long video. It's hard to get through. I got a sore throat, but we made it. Hope you guys did enjoy. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tick all notifications so you guys don't miss another Elune news video or any other content we do here on the channel. Hope you guys are excited for all the new stuff coming. Comment below what you guys think, and have an awesome weekend wherever you are. As always, until next time, peace.